Hi, hello. I'm doing just fine. I had scheduling issues yesterday where there was not a communication about when dinner was happening, and I'm also dog sitting for a new family, so stream just got pushed off a day, so sorry about that, but we are doing Fossil Fighters today, which I am in fact excited about. Ugh. Yeah, I saw it. It was really cool. You have really good skills, man. Just had to check to make sure the game audio was working. I also just realized that I do not have my mouse with me. So, I mean, I have like the little trackpad that came with my laptop, but well, cleaning is going to be interesting. Ooh. I'll probably also do a slightly shorter stream. Oh, that's cool! I'll look at it after stream. I'm thinking about maybe having this be a slightly shorter stream by having it be like 2 hours instead of the full 3. Just because I have other things that I'm also planning to do today, and you know, I gotta have time to do it. We will stream as normal tomorrow, Lord willing. Oh my gosh, if we thought me using a mouse was bad, this is gonna be atrocious. Oh my gosh, why is it dying? You know what? C's get degrees, and barely cleaning a fossil well still counts as fucking clean, baby. Yeah, sorry about that. I was fully planning on streaming yesterday, and then I just wasn't able to. And by the time I was even able to like even think about setting up like my streaming thing in like the house where I'm dog sitting for the next foreseeable couple of days, it was already like 9:30, and I already have trouble sleeping in new locations, and I didn't want to add like streaming late into the night as one of the reasons why I wasn't able to sleep. So I was just like, you know what, we'll just stream tomorrow. It'll be a shorter stream. We'll only stream until 9 p.m. for me, so hopefully it won't be super bad for other people. So it'll just be a 2-hour stream today. And then tomorrow the plan is to stream like normal. And then we might just do a Fossil Fighters double feature. Honestly, I'm kind of thinking about doing that. And then maybe do Detective Pikachu on Thursday. I haven't fully decided yet. So I'll leave that on the open, but I am thinking about doing Fossil Fighters again tomorrow. Actually, I feel like I am cleaning this better with the trackpad. Why? Ooh, I'm focusing. Yeah, it's really funny though. I always tease like, oh yeah, maybe in the future one day I can do like a subathon if I ever actually get to a point where I can do that. And I'm like, how am I going to have the time? It would have to be like, it would have to be a subathon that's not based on time, I think. It would have to be like, I get this many subs, I do this. I get this many subs, I do this. Or something like that. I don't know. I don't have to worry about it for a while yet. Yeah, it's fair. Fossil Fighters definitely has a lot more just like active gameplay in between the reading bits, whereas Detective Pikachu, I will admit, is a very, very dialogue heavy game. Yeah, I like you said, I'd have to block off a whole week for it if I wanted to actually like have a subathon. Which I could do eventually. I just don't like, I would either have to block off a week for it, or I would have to like set it up as like not time related, like I tossed out, or something like that. It was... But like I said, it's not something I have to worry about at this exact moment. Cause like, you know, you don't start getting subs until you become an affiliate, and you don't become an affiliate until you reach, I think it's an average of 3 viewers per for the past month, and then you have to have like 50 followers or something. I don't remember the exact amount of followers, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm not worried about it. Like, if I reach it, then cool. If not, then it's just me playing my silly little games out in the void. Yeah, I'm also thinking about maybe adding in another dialogue, not as dialogue heavy game into the rotation, so it wouldn't just be like Fossil Fighters and Detective Pikachu. Because Detective Pikachu, like you said, is a very dialogue heavy game. Fossil Fighters is a less dialogue heavy game, although there are parts of it that are dialogue heavy. And then I'm thinking about maybe putting like Pokemon Snap into the mix. Either that, or maybe like the Switch, yeah, or like an earlier Pokemon game, or like maybe like Blue Rescue Team from the Switch or something like that, because those aren't nearly as dialogue heavy. I don't know, something to think about. Ooh, yeah, true. Yeah, Fire Red, Leaf Green, or Emerald definitely does not have nearly as much dialogue. Well, like I said, as long as it's clean and it's successful, it counts. True, most everyone does know the story. Although, to be fair, I myself have never actually played Fire Red or Leaf Green or Emerald. So I feel like I would at least, like, maybe like I wouldn't read out the stuff, but I would probably at least take the time to like read it myself about what's going on. Yeah, no, I haven't played that one yet. I didn't start playing Pokemon until Diamond came out, and it wasn't actually until streaming that I even looked into doing, I've even like started playing with emulators. Just because like usually if I'm gonna play on my own time, I prefer to have the actual cartridge, and the thing is that, you know, Emerald is an older game and I just don't have the device for it. And I'm not saying that's anything against the game. It's more just like personal preference. So it could be like a me playing Emerald for the first time on stream thing. I also surprisingly have not played Black White 2 yet either. So I would, if I ever get around to getting my 3DS into being able to like stream, which honestly it's not hard. I just have to like download some stuff and then set it up. But like I could play Black White 2 for the first time on stream as well. Although I feel like that one would have to wait until, you know, probably after we played Detective Pikachu, because if White is any indication, Black 2 are probably also going to have a lot of dialogue. Just because, like, Black and White are seen as having, like, some of the best storylines, and that also just means that there's a lot of dialogue in it. Ah, that's cool. Yeah, my first one that I played was Diamond. And then, I also played, obviously, White. And then even Fire types once it learns Nox. He's a lone wolf. Sure, dude. And then pretty much since then, I've pretty much played almost every single game after that. I mean, I didn't play Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, but for the most part, I've played every generation after Diamond. At least one game from the generation. I guess I should rephrase. Yeah, honestly, like, double battles are so fun. You will be clean. Like, I know in Pokemon White they had it where, like, you could do triple battles, and then they also had it so that, like, you could do rotating triple battles. I don't know what they were officially called. Like, they had an official name. But, like, you could, like, rotate where your Pokemon were. I'm pretty sure this was in Pokemon White, unless I'm, like, totally making that up and it's in a later game. But that, I thought, when I was in, like, first playing the game, I thought that was the coolest shit ever. We are causing so much property damage to this poor animal. Never let me become an actual paleontologist. This is a real-life simulation of what would actually happen. I would just fuck it up the whole way down. Yeah! Honestly, double battles are really cool. They're also more challenging, especially depending on what your Pokemon are, and obviously the Pokemon you're facing. Brain damage! Be nice! It's fine! See, look at his face. He's fine. I didn't fuck him up too bad. Oh my gosh. Brain damage. His high critical hit rate is balanced by its terrible accuracy. Ooh. Okay. I think this is Charizard. Stop! Stop! No, he's fine. He's fine, guys. He's fine. He's just a little silly now. Don't look too hard at his eyes, okay? Don't look too hard at the emptiness behind his eyes. That may or may not be my fault. But it's fine. Just don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. Don't look at it too close. I will say I'm very excited. I ordered a pizza and it will get here. Oh my god, how did that happen? I was doing so well and then I accidentally kept holding the button instead of letting it go, and it went from being like, wow, that's a really good clean fossil, to like, property damage. You broke his arm, man. Just look at it. He handed me 3 less IQ. Yeah, so my pizza's coming soon. Because obviously it takes some time to make it. And I'm so excited. I'm so hungry. No! I'm not harming their bones. I'm just making them a little more green. I'm just giving them a little bit of color they need in their life. Their bones are fine. Just don't look at it. It's fine. The bandages are unrelated to the damage that may or may not have occurred to his bones. I just realized my character jumps every time I click on my mouse pad. That's actually really freaking funny. What, bud? Anyway, that dog barking is a chance. He's the dog I'm dog sitting. What, did something spook ya? Yeah. Well, it sounds like something spooked ya. You're fine. It's just a car passing by that you didn't like. Shh! Don't tell PETA about my crimes. I don't even think PETA believes in dinosaurs, actually. But don't tell PETA on me. That's so rude. See, that one was perfectly fine. Did something upset you, bud? Like, I'm pretty sure they don't believe in dinosaurs. Like, you know. It's like, I feel like I'm being threatened with the principal. Like, I'll tell PETA that you're hurting these dinosaurs. What do you see, bud? I can't tell if there's genuinely something at the door or if he just heard a noise that he didn't like. Because he will bark at both of those things. Yeah. PETA has a lot to answer for. I will say, the funniest thing that ever happened with PETA was them trying to, like, forcibly change language. Like, especially, like, idioms, because it was, like, abusive to animals or something. Like, the feed 2 birds with 1 worm or something. That they were like, this is better than the killing 2 birds with 1 stone, because the original sentence is, like, promoting violence against birds. And I'm like, no one is actually throwing stones at birds and actually killing them. Unless you just happen to be, I don't know, the whatever. Why did the name slip from me? Like, unless you're like an Olympic, you know, javelin thrower. Like, an average layman is not throwing a stone and hitting a bird. I would like to see them try. Yeah, see, like, nature is so violent and, like, full of death and stuff like that. Like, I'm sorry, but, like, yeah, feed 2 birds with 1 worm, and now they're gonna fight each other for the worm because sharing is not a thing that happens out in nature regularly. That is a pretty, I mean, like, it can happen, but usually if it's happening in nature, it's usually tied to some sort of, like, semi-selfish reason. So, like, there's, I think it's vampire bats will feed, like, other bats that are sick, and the main reason they do it is because if they get sick, they know that that bat that they fed previously will feed them. So, but birds do not have that for the most part. They're like, yeah, no, this is my worm, go away. Which I respect. I also would not want to share food with other people. Hence why I am ordering a pizza while I'm dog sitting, so I don't have to share it with people. A mellow hello to you, Maja Mary. Here, have 4 droppings. Oh yes, my digestive beauties. Yes, dropping fossils, thank you. That now makes 7 of them. Yeah, that's the... like, that's the thing. Like, honestly, people deciding not to eat animal products or whatever is fine. You know, like, you have the right to eat something or not, and like you said, the animal's already dead. And, like, the thing is that they unfortunately do have some... not unfortunately, they do have some good points about how, the animal industry especially in the United States, and I'm mostly focusing on the United States because that's where I live, like, yes, it could be improved because there is a lot of, you know, stuff going on. Like, yeah, like, if they can't eat meat, that's fine. My issue comes from when they make it into a whole moral thing. Like, they make it into oh, you eat animals, so, like, therefore you love killing animals and you're a horrible person. And, like, I mean, yeah, they taste good. And when done right, they usually are raised with, like, everything they need. So, was I in that one? Or was I still collecting stuff? I think I was still collecting stuff from here. Yeah, like, and the thing is that the main way that change is going to happen with the animal industry is through, like, reforms of, like, laws and stuff in place. Because the thing is that as much as people in America are very focused on individual actions and things like that, but in the grand scheme of things, you choosing to eat meat or not relatively has little to no effect on the actual industry itself. Like, you know, they're not losing sleep over you not giving them the, like, $8 or whatever. But actual change will happen through reforms of laws that, you know, prevent things like overuse of hormones, overgrazing, overbreeding, all of that. And my main issue with vegans is that they basically act like the answer is becoming a vegan, and that's pretty much the end of that train of thought. They're like, oh, like, everyone should become vegan. Whether, you know, like, they're like, oh, a perfect world would be, like, everyone's vegan and it's perfect. I'm like, no. But, like, they make it into a whole thing where if you, basically, they act like you're a villain for not choosing to be vegan. And I don't personally like when people try to tell me what to do. when it comes to like my personal choices and habits with things like that. And that doesn't even bring into like, you know, bring up the fact that there are people who can't be vegan because they're allergic to things, or like, you know, they have sensitivities, or, you know, well, there's also the fact and then there's also the fact that you know, in the human diet, you do need a lot of protein to work properly, because we're not, you know, built to be just vegetarian. At least like over time, as because we've had like meat and eggs and milk and other animal products that I can't think of off the top of my head, but I'm sure are there. Like, we have had them with us for so long that we depend on the protein that we get from eating things like meat. And right now, there are not very many good protein alternatives that don't, one, cost a lot of money, and two, like you're saying, taste good. No, I'm not saying that, like, it can't taste good if you do, like, if you handle it right. Like, you know, I've had tofu that actually tasted pretty good. The thing is the main thing is that if you're vegan, you're mainly eating fruits, vegetables, nuts, things like that. And the unfortunate reality is that most things that are protein substitutes cost a lot of money, first of all. Second of all, often staples like things like quinoa that people usually say is like, oh, this is a good alternative to, I don't remember what it is for, but like it's usually a general source of protein, is that oftentimes where it's being grown, it's using up space that could be used for stable crops for, you know, local populations in places like Africa, which I also take issue with, personally, just because I feel like the main focus right now should be getting as many people fed as possible, and not, you know, taking away farmland from other places. Yeah, humans were not designed to drink milk past the age of like you said, like 10. We're just a very stubborn species that kept drinking it. And part of that is because for a long, long time, water was not really safe to drink. And so, you know, we had to find a substitute, and cows were right there. That's also often why things like beer and wine and all of that, usually it was a lower alcohol content, but it's why so many things in history has so much drinking prominently, is because water wasn't safe to drink. Yeah, like you're saying, farming all of these plants and making all of the, like, you know, growing stuff that are more considered cash crops in this place because it's not feeding the local population, is killing way more animals like rodents, bugs, and snakes. And they get killed not only by like tractors, but also by the pesticides and fertilizers that they use, because pesticides are not nearly as regulated in other countries, especially like third world countries, just because, you know, they don't have as stable of a government as we've had, which is not their fault. But it, you know, usually people take advantage of the fact that they have looser laws and will use pesticides that are technically more effective but cause more death. And that can also lead to like water being poisoned and stuff. Dimetrodon could produce milk. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. If I was given the chance, I would at least try it once. I I am so highly curious of what Dimetrodon milk would taste like. Like, even if it tasted horrific, I would want at least the chance to try it just to see how horrific it was for myself. Who knows? Maybe one day they'll be able to, maybe they'll be able to recreate the chemical composition of what Dimetrodon milk was, and we could, you know, theoretically taste, you know, have an equal amount of what it tasted like. Yeah, like, who knows what it tasted like? I'm gonna forever be salty. I'm gonna be honest, like, I don't even know. I'd probably have to look into, like, what the composition of synapse, because the thing is that, like, honestly, something tasting good or bad is kind of relative, and, you know, since we grew up on cow's milk, that would, or at least I did, that's usually, like, my marker of, like, what milk is quote-unquote supposed to taste like. So, I can't say for sure whether I think it would taste good or bad. I genuinely, I don't know. And I don't honestly mind about the, like, the texture being watery, because, you know, I've had skim milk before, I've dealt with it. I feel like it would definitely be weird, though. And not necessarily in a bad way, it would just be different. Because, like, even if you're having different, like, mammal milks, like, they all are wildly different because, like, the composition of them are different based on the needs of like, what the babies need. I don't want... Who are you? Could I please have the fossil you're standing on? I don't want your information. Well... No! You know what? Boo. I don't need it. I don't need it. I definitely do not need it. It is saying my food was delivered. So I will be right back. Make me cornbread. Oh no. Is that why you were barking? Because someone left pizza? Because you saw someone come up to the door? Ooh. It's just food for me. It's not food for doggies. I'm sorry. Alright, I'm back with food. Oh my gosh, okay. So that story Honestly, anytime anyone brings up cornbread to me, it reminds me of this one video of I think it's a cowboy and a samurai, where he's like, give me the gun, he's like, you give me the gun, and I'll give you the cornbread. I gotta make sure it tastes good. I gotta make sure I like it. But it's cornbread. This is for me, bud, not for you. Go make me some pierogi sloppy. I know. I'm so mean by not sharing my food with you. You cannot have my food. You cannot have my food. This is for me. It's not for you, it's for me. I'm sorry that I'm being oh so mean to you, but you cannot eat this. This has chocolate in it. It's for me. You can't have it. No, it's for me. No. Yeah, it's not for you. It's got chocolate. If you're gonna be rude, I'm gonna go to the kitchen. I'm gonna put it in the kitchen. Because you can't have it. It's not for dogs. Yeah, you can't have it. It's not good. It's not good for puppies. It's not good for puppies. It will make you sick. Yeah, it will make you also sick. And now he's looking at me very, very sadly. I'm sorry, dude. I'm not gonna feed you an ice cream. I'm not gonna feed you something with chocolate in it and get you sick. We gotta love cornbread. I personally don't like cornbread very much, which is, gonna be honest, according to a lot of Midwesterns, that would be very, very, very treasonous to admit out loud. Sorry, I was just relocating really quick so I could actually, like, eat my food. No, do not open that door. Do not. I swear, I can't do a singular thing here without him wanting a piece of my food. He's gonna be upset at me the whole time, but... He thought cornbread was made by the French? Excuse you. Cornbread is ours. Now he's just gonna why do they have a door with windows? He's just gonna stare at me sadly until I give him food, and I'm not going to give him food. So he's going to be staring at me sadly for the rest of the night. Yeah, that's the thing. Corn was not a European thing. Corn was very much a North American crop. Honestly, most of the crops that are in Europe now were originally from North America. Not all of them, and I couldn't tell you exactly how much of a split it is, but a lot of trading happened. Oh, yeah, I totally forget that they also brought stuff from South America. Yeah, so it was definitely, like, from the Americas. Man, imagine thinking that French people created cornbread. He's just staring at me sadly now. I know, I'm so mean. Yeah, chilies, potatoes, vanilla, chocolate, pineapples, turkey, and tobacco. Yep. And it's mostly just because, like, the Americas have a lot more variability in, like, soil content, I think is what it was. Or just that we have a lot more fertile soil here. I don't know. Ugh. I mean, you also can't forget that a lot of the reason that, like, these plants were so these plants were so successful was because a lot of native tribes cultivated them. Now, I don't know a lot specifically about, like, tribe history or anything like that, but I know that much at least. Chilies, vanilla, and chocolate seed. Yeah, it's honestly amazing how much we got stuff around. Even before we had things like, get off of my pizza, Aunt. Even before we had, like, airplanes and like, huge semi-trucks and stuff to get it everywhere. We were just hauling stuff with the old donkey pulling cart. And then throwing it across the seas in a big old barge. And hoping it got to where it was going. Ah! M-Raptor. Oh, damn. What happened? Man, M-Raptor died, and my whole laptop wanted to crash. Mulan 2. I honestly didn't mind Mulan 2 that much, but I know there are plenty of people who are not fond of it. Oh my gosh. It also was just obnoxiously hot today. I think it got up into the 90s. I'd have to check that though. Yeah, our high got up to 94. And since I'm in the Midwest, there's like a decent amount of humidity here. Ugh, it was awful. During 97. The Northern Wei Dynasty in the year 397. Isn't it cool that you can learn that from like a small piece of dialogue that's said in the movie? Oh my gosh. Laptop. Yeah, I don't know if I'd say it feels like 110, but it was awful because it's really humid, so like, yeah, it was 94 degrees out, but it definitely felt like 100 degrees. And then, the shelter I work at, the air conditioning only somewhat works, and it depends on what room you're in. Oh my gosh. My laptop. She's overheating. Okay. Hopefully that somewhat helps. God damn. That's cool. But yeah, it is also super fucking humid here. And the air conditioning only works in like, I hope not. It was mostly just my laptop overheating, so I lifted it up so it actually can ventilate. Oh my gosh, but that was a little stressful. But where was I in the middle of saying? Oh, yeah, so the shelter I work at, the air conditioning only kind of works. And by that I mean if you're in like 6 specific rooms out of the whole shelter, the air conditioning works and you feel nice, and the rest of it, it is freaking humid as hell. Because while the air conditioning is on, with how many animals are in the shelter, it's basically guaranteed that the amount of like body heat being produced by all of the animals in the room is just causing like huge humid waves. It's awful. I also hate being hot. I also really hate being sweaty, which is basically all I've been this week because of how hot it is outside. It's been hell. Okay, I think lifting my laptop up so I can extra ventilate has helped. Goodness, did that not need to happen? I say wet heat because not only is it super hot, but it basically feels like it's so oppressive when it's wet because it like feels like you're breathing through wet cotton or something. Like, I'll take dry heat any day. Because at the very least, it's not like also making it hard to breathe. Well, and there's also the fact that if it's humid, like, you sweating doesn't help as much as it would in dry heat because it's already wet in the atmosphere. So, like, your sweat doesn't evaporate as fast as it would in dry heat. So you also aren't cooling down like as much as you would be if it was like not humid out. So it's like a 2-for-1 combo of bad. Oh, yeah, 100%. Okay, so Arizona, because the thing is that every state has a potential to be hot. Unless it's like Minnesota or something, which is in like the mountains. And then like, you know, maybe you'd be, I'd find it a little hard pressed to find an area that's hot there. But like, there is nothing worse than having a hot state that's more northern, because not only do you get horrible summers, but you also get horrible and not fun winters. You lose both ways. Ugh.
Yeah, oh my gosh, I'm not surprised that New York rains a lot. Especially because since it's right, like, next to a bunch of water, like, I'm not surprised that it's a dumping ground for a lot of rain just because, you know, you're right there. And it doesn't, obviously, it won't have to travel as far for clouds to just dump all of their condensation down. Ooh, that was a good sound. Ugh. Yeah, I feel ya. Having unpleasant textures on you, blah. I will say, oh my gosh, today, one of my socks, like, because I've worn these ones for a while, so like the bottom ended up ripping open, and so the bottom of my foot was like touching and like sticking to the bottom of my tennis shoe, and it was so awful. I know it was like such a small thing, but once my sock split and like the entire day, and I couldn't fix it because like I didn't have time to like go to a store and get new socks or anything. So I was just working all the rest of like the day with one of my like socks just like not working properly, and like so my foot was sticking to my shoe and it was gross and whoa. One of the worst sensations of my life. It's like I put that sock on for a reason, so I wouldn't have to touch my shoe with my foot. And it failed. It failed its one mission. Honestly, I can't even blame you for hissing though. I personally like the rain and I don't get as bothered by it if I get like slightly wet. Either because it's like drizzling or whatever, but man, my sock ripping open today, literally, if I was any weaker of a person, I think that would have done me in. Like truly, I think I would have just tossed in the bucket. I love how they're like, we had to talk about, like, maybe making the jail bigger so people could visit. Why? There's no one, the only person who's in there is the, you know, the boss of the BB Bandits. And I mostly just want to make fun of him. Yeah. Neurodivergent besties have to stick together, but not too close. I don't want to feel your sweaty skin on mine. Ooh, 10 fossils donated. Alright, let's do cleaning 2. Electric Boogaloo. Ooh, excuse me. I am not meaning to burp directly into the mic. If I am doing so, I'm so sorry. I had like one sip of soda and my body's like, oh, we gotta get rid of it. We gotta get rid of that small amount of carbonation that you had immediately. You're like, it's not cute like cat hissing can be cute. It was deadly like a snake. Like a snake being rained on. But yeah, I know, I feel ya. Wow, that was actually pretty good. Cantro legs. Wow, we've completed his body. Look at that. Perfection. Oh, yeah. I I have known for my very expressive facial expressions when I'm reacting to things. And so oftentimes when she wants me to react to something, my friends want me to react to something, they wait until I'm able to like call them or like see them in person because they prefer to watch like me react to things in person just because it's really funny about how expressive I get about it. Man, like me eating sour candy, that one is such a treat. And it's not even like I don't like sour things. I do like sour things. It's just like I can't help how much I viscerally react when something sour is in my mouth. It doesn't even have to be that sour. Like there was a couple of like gummy worms I was eating and like my whole face will screw up. Like I'm in physical pain. And it's a freaking gummy worm. Like it's not that deep, but like I can't help it. My whole face reacts and people are like, wow, that's so funny. Like, why do you do that? And I'm like, I don't do it on purpose. Ooh. Wait a second. I need to blow my nose. Ugh. Ooh. No, we don't need to quit the cleaning. We're good. Ugh. Okay. Did the developers have a great time putting these super freaking fragile fossils in there with the rest of them, or... Because I can feel the ghosts of them laughing at me. No, I'm gonna clean it. I'm gonna clean it, I'm gonna make it suffer for living like this. I hope the silence after the... I'm gonna find it again and then re-clean it. It's fine. It's fine. It's Styroco. It's fine. I hope my silence was loud enough for people to know just how upset that made me. I was genuinely so upset. Hi! You just missed me fail a fossil so badly because it was apparently a very, very fragile one. And I don't have it again. Styroco's just gonna have to deal with being paralyzed from the waist down, man. I used the Mega Hammer on it, and it was one of those really soft ones, and it just ricocheted off and broke everything. It was like the first time I cleaned Electro's head. God, all over again. It was not even a C, it was a D. It was a 64. It was a 64-point fossil. That is not a C, my dude. I love the enthusiasm, but it was not a C. It was definitely a failing grade. I did also say that earlier. See, my friends and I have we're all like, C's get degrees, it's fine. 64. Wait, shit, I think you're... No, 64 is a D. It's 60 and under, that's F, isn't it? Well, because 90 to... One second, I'm actually gonna have to think about this. So 90 to 100 is A. 80 to 90 is B. 70 to 80 is C. Yeah, so I grew up with it being 60 to 70 is a D. But either way, it was not good. Either way, it was a total L for me. Well, hey, the more you know. Is that all the... Okay, no, we got that. Oh my gosh, it was really funny. I just sat and stared at it for a good, like, 3 seconds afterwards. Not again! I really need to start checking these things better. That's so embarrassing. I was literally just regaling my L's. And they're like, oh, that's so cute. Would you like another one? Would you like a second little L for your little L collection? This is what I get for being too pretty and smart and good at Detective Pikachu. Ah. 2 Electro Boogaloo. Don't! That's so funny. Electro Boogaloo. I don't even remember where in the storyline I am. I think I beat the BB Bandits. Why the fuck was it still... Anyway, I love this trackpad. It's so great. I love that it's activated by heat and not by... I love that it's activated by heat and not by touch. It's great. It is great. Nice. It's a funny number. Yeah, usually, I don't know. I mean, technically, we always had, like, how ours was split up. It was, like, depending, like, in high school, it was, like, A plus, A minus, but it was still within that, like, 90 to 100. They just had it split up, like, 30, 30, 30. Wow, look at that. The body was also 69? Get it? Because sex. If we're looking at a 4-point scale, 65 is amazing. The fact that for this one dinosaur I managed to get 69 twice, that's fucking hysterical, actually. Like, not only did I get it once, I got it a second time. I'm just that talented at getting funny numbers and passing grades. I don't know, I must have been pretty good at passing grades because I graduated, so... Ugh. I do not know which the Restore is 69 off the top of my head, but I would like to know. Okay, we're good. I put the pizza away, you're fine. What the? I could get them to add up to 420. Oh my gosh, you're so right. Patchy the level 69 Vivasaur? Damn. Honestly, if you get, like, it's fine if you get less than 69 because you can always try again. But, like, if you get over 69, then it's over. And that means that after that, you could never drop off his fossils for cleaning because the robot will integrate his parts. True, soft resetting. See, I was going off the basis that, I'm gonna be honest, I never remember to save. So, soft resetting is never a viable option for me. Unless I'm like, unless I go in with the express purpose of like, soft resetting. Like, I know when I was younger, I would go out of my way to like, soft reset my Pokemon games until I got like a female instead of a male starter. Just because I thought it was, just because I was like, I want the female one. And then I would get because I'm like, then I could make more. And then I would never remember to actually like make more. I'd just be like, yo, this is my Pokemon. I don't know if you've noticed, but I have not saved a single time before going into cleaning. I just kind of raw dog it and hope for the best. Hope this helps. I think it was 5% chance of a female, yeah. So, like, I would spend hours, like, soft resetting my Pokemon games just so I could get a female. Because it was important to me. Oh, is it 12.5? I never know. Like, there's so many percentages going on. See, like, I never even thought about getting a shiny is the thing. Mostly just because I haven't been as super into shinies. Because, like, they're cool, but I personally only find them cool if I stumble upon them. And I know, like, a lot of people were doing challenges where they had to, like, only catch shinies in like Scarlet and Violet or whatever, and I was like, that's cool. I'm not doing that. You're like, well, I got the better version. I got a shiny one. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Depending on which Pokemon it was, I would have heavily considered resetting to get a girl. Because that's how obsessed I was with having my starter be a girl. It was Eevee. Aww. Yeah. Why are you saying why? What do you mean, why? Why am I cleaning these things so wonderfully? Because I'm based, that's why. Oh, because Vaporeon is one of his favorite Pokemon. I swear, if you come in here trying to reference that one stupid Vaporeon porn message, I am going to cry. Because I've seen it. I was there when it was written. And you better not say it! I won't. I will not. I don't. I know you like to tease! That's why you're so good at it. I don't know if you actually reacted to my writing in the server or not. I forgot to check. I mostly was nervous if people would like it or not. Oh my gosh. Same? Oh no, I didn't mean to. It's fine, I can still sell it for money. Same and equal energy to the Rainbow Dash jar. Yeah, because I know I said I was gonna post what I was working on. No, not for this, for, Ollie's server. I do not have one set up for, my Twitch handle. But see, the last time I saved was 2 cleanings ago. So, I'm just gonna take it. You're like, I'm just gonna restart my whole game. I damaged one pearl, and I can't live with myself. So, instead of just dealing with the loss and then fixing it going forward, I have decided to nuke the entire thing, burn everything to the ground, and then salt the earth and start anew. I hope you can understand. Ugh. Oh, gosh. I am nothing if not a capitalist. Reminds me of when I was playing Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and I got so mad at the mom character because she's like, oh, I can hold, like, some of your money so you don't spend all of it, and then she'll just, like, spend it on the stupidest things. You're like, I gave you my money to hold it, and you are over here spending my money. True. And I still let her keep buying items, but every time I'd be like, why did you spend my money on this? Unexcavated fossils are worth 100 of the coinage that is in this game, yes. If you are about to lay down some wonderful math for us to determine about how much that I'm losing or whatever, please feel free. That would be the funniest thing. I did what I could have an extra 100 instead of replacing it. Yes, but see, I need the donation points, so we're just gonna keep donating. It's basic math for crashing an economy. Oh. I didn't drop that off. Whatever, we're selling it. Would be quicker, soft resetting or just digging up another fossil? For me, it would just be digging up another fossil. Because it was 2 whole rounds of cleaning and also digging up fossils, of which there included a lot of fossil, like, jewel rocks. So at that point, I would rather just go dig up a new fossil rock. Do I have enough money? I do have enough money. Man, I'm probably gonna be singing that in my sleep. Worth it. I mean, it probably would have been more successful than what he did end up doing. But to be fair, I don't think he expected a 12-year-old to find the only other, like, ancient super mega, like, brontosaurus in existence and challenge him to a fight and win. So, to be fair, I mean,
If you were taking over an island, would you think about that? Because I sure wouldn't. I wouldn't think that some perky 12-year-old was gonna find, you know, something that's super freaking rare and then beat me in a battle. Where, technically, he should have had the advantage. I mean, I'm not sure. He did send out his lackeys to go find it, so... it is an unknown amount that he has spent. So who knows? It could have been a lot of money. Yeah, he could have done that. He does have the manpower to threaten someone. As unfortunate as it may be. And that's before he had the super ultra mega dinosaur of destruction. That's so funny that we're assuming minimum wage. You think he pays these fuckers? This man hid as a cop. I highly doubt he's paying any of those bitches anything. Yeah, I'm sure he's not paying, like, he's not paying Rex, who's he could claim as a dog, and he's like, well, I don't have to pay animals. And I'm sure, you know, he probably pays Vivian and Snivels the same, even though Vivian is, like, the leader of the group and does more work and is more competent. Just because, you know, they're not going to talk about their wages because they're evil. I mean, you promised someone some wonderfully cool looking dinosaurs that are rare because you own a whole freaking island, and I gotta say, you might reel in more people than you think. Well, yes, he owns Vivisaur Island, but the BB boss owns the BB base, which is itself an island, with its own rare Vivisaurs. I just realized that was a Jurassic Park reference. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, if someone went up to me and said, hey kid, you want to join this organization where they'll give you, like, a bunch of really cool, rare dinosaurs and you get to fight with them, all you gotta do is sign, like, this NDA and, like, all this other paperwork and they're yours, I'd be like, fuck yes. I'd honestly end up signing, like, so much away. I don't even want to be evil. I'm just a sucker for dinosaurs.
That is also fair. But you see, you have standards. If I was going into this blind and they were just like, we're gonna hand you a couple of really cool dinosaurs that you get to fight with, I wouldn't even look at what they were. I would just say, assign my name and then be handed my dinosaurs. Yep, like they just keep coming back because he keeps handing out free dinosaurs, and also he's very charismatic, seeing as like he was super well liked on Vivisaur Island as the head chief of police. Just saying, there's a reason that having charisma is one of the main reasons that blah, 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 blah. Where was I going with that sentence? There's a reason that charisma is important to cult leaders. Because if you can't sell them nothing, you got no cult. Although that does bring up the question of whether the BB Bandits are a cult. Food for thought. I mean, you're not wrong. Shan Shan is not a great Vivisaur by any means. Although, to be fair, part of it is, like, part of the strength comes from cleaning fossils well. And I'm sure if they put a little more effort into, I don't know, cleaning the fossils. Yeah, you're also right. There are a lot of water types here. Lucky for them that I mainly use M-Raptor, which is not very good at attacking. Would you just die already? Dead. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what the 3 best would be for a speedrun. Spinax, Lambio, and Goyle. Literally, I was gonna say Spinax as one of them, maybe, because I was like, well, he's in the first area, and he's actually a decent Vivisaur. I would not have gotten either of the other two. Mostly because, like, I never use Goyle, personally. But I forgot there were dark fossil rocks. It's also funny with how many water types they have here, because there's so many earth type like fossil rocks to be found. I don't want it that bad. Just have it. Just have it. Just... The fossil rock's evil twin. The dark fossil rock. It's like that one meme. It's just like the fossil rock. The cooler fossil rock. That makes sense that they're the best for speedrunning. Yeah, honestly, Spinax is pretty goated. Especially because, like, he's the first Vivasaur they freaking get you. Oh. See, speedrunning is, like, so out of my realm. Like, I could never speedrun anything just because the thing is with speedrunning is you have to know a game really super well. That's fine. It doesn't have to be complete. Let me clean. No, let me clean. Oh, hey. Instead of making a bigger mess of myself, I'll just let... Oh, wait, but his cleaning's not done yet. Whatever, I'll just hold on to it and still make him do it. Okay. But yeah, speedrunners are crazy because they have to know like pretty much everything about a game down to like seconds. And like they can just do it. And then they have like these crazy times and they've probably spent so many hours playing a game just to know as much about it as possible. Couldn't be me, personally. I respect the fuck out of people who do it though. Oh man, how long have you been clean from playing Skyrim? Does Ollie know that you are no longer playing Skyrim? Honestly, I think Ollie's also trying not to relapse into playing Skyrim again. Why are all of my friends addicted to playing Skyrim of all things? Although I guess as someone who has never played Skyrim, I guess I just don't get it. Ooh. S-Raptor is also a good Vivasaur, though. He's got pretty good strength. His defense ain't shabby either. Noticeable for its FP plus ability. Confuse and counter skills makes it a real threat. Wow. Yes. Let me clean. Yeah, I've never played Skyrim before, and with how much my friends are like, how much my friends talk about it, it does not make me want to play Skyrim, if I'm being honest. Like, Ollie talks about Skyrim so much, and I love her to pieces, but also, what? I never know what she's talking about. All I know about Skyrim is that intro scene, because it's a meme, like, everywhere. It's like, hey, you're finally awake. Yeah, like, it doesn't seem like Skyrim is a bad game, objectively. Like, obviously there's something about it that people really like, because it's ported to, like, every console under the freaking sun. But I had, like, Ollie walked me through the amount of mods that she has on her laptop for playing Skyrim, and, like, the way that she has to layer it so they work properly. And I just remembered he was the one with the 6969. Soiled it! Soiled it! Soiled it! Soiled it.
I'm a disappointment to my family. I can never go home. I have not really played many gun games. The only one I can think of off the top of my head that I've played is BioShock, and that's not even really a gun game. Like, I don't think most people would consider that a gun game. That's more of a, like, horror game that has gun mechanics in it. Man, I should replay through BioShock. The only thing is that if I play it on stream, I'm gonna be terrified shitless. And I don't know if people want to watch me being terrified out of my gosh darn gourd. Cause, like, the thing is about BioShock is that every time I play it, like, it's not even actual things in the game that scares me. It's that, like, I somehow convince myself that something is, like, following me because I can hear my character's footsteps. Or, like, I scare myself because of the ambiance, like, from the music. Yeah, like, the atmosphere. Literally, the atmosphere is all it takes. I'm, like, shitting my pants and crying home to mom. That's all it takes. I'd honestly have to draw a new version of my icon to just show fear. Just be like, I'm afraid. Either that or put her in a blanket hoodie or something. We're getting a new Doom game? I've also never played Doom. I'm so boring. Like, most of the games that I've played are, like, pretty much Nintendo games. Like, I'm pretty, milquetoast, if you will. But yeah, maybe for, like, October, like, you know, maybe for, like, spooky month, I will play. I have also not played Tony Hawk. Oh, wait, yes I have. I played, the one on the Wii, the snowboarding one. That's not Tony Hawk, never mind. Tony Hawk is a skateboarder, not a snowboarder. Never mind. No, I have not played any Tony Hawk games. Like, I know I played a lot of games. Just, most of them are, very well known. Very run-of-the-mill, like, pretty much I grew up playing Nintendo games, and that's pretty much the start and end of my repertoire of childhood games, with, like, occasional deviations here and there. Like, I know there was a while where I was obsessed with, Bakugan, Defenders of the Core. That game is so fucking hard. Oh, it won't be on Xbox One? RIP! What is it on? Put her in the clothes of whichever protagonist you choose. Oh! I could try doing that. Oh, that sucks. See, that's also probably a reason why I didn't grow up playing a big variety of games. Like, for a long while, the only console that was in my house was a Wii. So, like, if a game wasn't on the Wii, I couldn't play it. So, just cause it wasn't until I was in, like, late high school that we were able to afford to get an Xbox.
And like that Xbox is my dad's. Like he bought it for himself, and then we were occasionally allowed to play games on it. Like ah, you know what? We're just gonna clean around it. And now we will just sit here. Because if I try to break any more of it, it will break it very badly. Well. Guess we'll just clean all of it away. I'm getting it, guys. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Oh shit, I actually got it. What the fuck? You found a dropping fossil. Wow, I could give it to Knick Knack so he will party. Dark Ages, Doom 2016, Eternal for this timeline, Doom 1991, Doom 2, Doom 64, and Doom 3. Yeah, I am gonna be honest, I didn't even realize there was a comprehensive story to Doom. So, this is all news to me. I just thought Doom was about being a guy who was shooting demons. The only other thing I know about Doom is that his fan base is very, very, very dedicated to getting Doom to run on like pretty much anything they can get their hands on. I think I saw them able to get like a dishwasher to like run Doom, and that was the funniest shit I ever saw. They killed his pet rabbit? Hell, I would shoot a fucking demon in the face if they killed my fucking pet rabbit. Hell, if they even looked at my cat Ellie, oh, it'd be over. She is my pride and joy. She is my main reason for getting out of bed in the morning. I love her so much. I love her so dearly. Like, yeah, she's a little bit annoying because she's a kitten. But no one is allowed to hurt her. Honestly, this guy is totally justified, and I don't care what anyone says. I think he should get to shoot all demons dead twice because they killed his rabbit. Outstanding. Oh, I forgot I had more parts for him. Wow, look at all these body parts I've been collecting just for you. Oh, fuck yeah. Man. Best video game ever. I love how I'm just holding on to bones of dinosaurs until I can revive them. They're like, here you go. Okay, we're good. Because of those two oopsie doodles right in a row, I am now terrified that they're gonna do another oopsie doodle on me. Story was, you're an ex-Marine kicked out because you didn't want to kill a civilian, and you're sent to Mars, but everyone died and was there, and there were demons, so you kill them all. Also, if you ever die, you do canonically come back. You're literally too angry to die. Honestly, fucking mood. Then you go to Earth and find out that they killed your wife and kids, which, whatever, but more importantly, they killed your pet rabbit, so you kill the rest. Honestly, that's the funniest shit ever. He's like, okay, so my wife and kid are dead, like, whatever, but they killed my fucking pet rabbit, so I have to kill all of these people. I have to get rid of all of them. Like, I don't care if it was only these specific ones that killed my rabbit, they all gotta go. Also, that's kind of funny, actually. He's just like, he comes home and he's like, aw, my wife and kid are dead. And then he goes into the next room and he's like, oh, they killed Fluffy Buns! Like, the most character ever, man. His rabbit's name is Daisy. Okay, that just makes me sad. And Doom 2, they invade all of Earth, so you have to kill all of them, and then the Icon of Sin, which is basically just Lucifer. And then we don't talk about Doom 3, understandable. I am learning so much about Doom tonight, as someone who has never played it. I see. So Doom 3 is kind of like the third Fossil Fighters game. It doesn't exist, we don't talk about it. Is there any other thing for me to... Doom 64 is questionably canon. Well, and then there's also apparently the dual timelines that you were talking about too. Which I'm sure is a doozy. But yeah, I am planning to stream as normal tomorrow, and since you know, we haven't had stream cut out, so I'm starting to wonder if it was my Wi-Fi that was causing issues, and not my laptop, and if I was mad at the wrong thing. Because despite that one kind of like stutter step moment, which was more due to my laptop overheating more than like there being an like a issue with connection, I haven't actually had any issues with stream so far, unless there has been any that has not been communicated. But for the most part, I feel like it's been pretty good. Knock on wood, knock on wood, knock on wood. As soon as I say that, it's gonna like cut out and it's gonna be like, ha, that's so funny. The reason the super shotgun is so good is because even though it's a double barrel shotgun, it also does triple the damage. Wow. That is pretty crazy. You could take out so many demons with that. Is that everything? Yar. See you again soon. Chug, chug, chug. Alright, how many limbs am I missing from the BB base? feel like Doom is just a way for people to get really into, like, guns. But in, like, a video game way. Here, have your dropping. Oh yes, my digested beauties. Yes, dropping fossils. Thank you. That now makes 8 of them. Only 2 more until your next reward. Yep, yep. Thank you, I always, thank you. He's so funny. Okay. I was just gonna... Yeah, I figured. I was like... it gets people into guns, but in like a fictional way, because none of the guns are real. Okay, so Despletto is good. You... sack of shit. Do I have to go back and find that? Fuck. Okay. Well, that'll be next time me's problem. So apparently I unlocked legs, but forgot to remind myself that I unlocked legs. So now I have a whole bunch of dinosaurs that do not have legs, that should have legs, but do not have... Why don't you have fucking arms? Why doesn't Goyle have arms either? It has a book made by Markiplier's dad? Yeah, I know about... I'm a super huge Markiplier fan. I have actually been watching his stuff since I was a freshman in high school, to the point where, except for the past couple of months, I am, like, I've pretty much watched every video that's on his channel. Certified Markiplier fan here. Dinos don't have the right to bear arms. Are you saying they're not American? I mean, I guess they wouldn't be, technically, if Vivisaur Island is not considered American. Who knows? Yeah, Yeah, I can't believe we're just going out into the wild and ripping arms off of bears just because apparently we have a right to them. Like, where's PETA on this? Only the Utah Raptor can rock the clock! Oh my gosh! Don't... I want that framed on my wall. Oh my gosh. Gosh. I should write that down as an idea for emotes. If I ever get around to having emotes, I should definitely have one that is a Utah Raptor with a gun. I mean, technically, yes. But also, how long has Costa Rica been considered American? And also, who knows? It could be an island that was literally like, well, I guess it can't have been built because they just naturally were finding like dinosaur rocks on it. Who knows? Who knows? Not me. I know nothing. Man, I know I keep saying that I'm not even close to, like, having things like subs and emotes, but I already have, like, a couple of ideas of, like, what I want for emotes. I think you only start with, like, 5. So, like, it's not like I'd be going crazy with them, but I definitely would want the Glock one. Sounds freaking hysterical. A very cartoony Utah raptor holding a gun. Good to know. There's V-Raptor, Tarbo, and Xenos. There's at least 3. Okay, that I normally would just let it go, but it is a new fossil rock, and I'm a greedy asshole. So, we're gonna take that from you, and then that'll probably be the last thing we have time to do this stream. Unfortunately. Jon Snow. Did I miss a joke there? Oh! I've never seen Game of Thrones. So, your reference is lost on me. If it's not one of my very, very specific and highly detailed special interests, I will not understand. Oh, you just know the meme. Ah, I see. I don't get it. I don't know. I don't know. Do. I see. You may live for one more round. Ah. Well, at least you got one last exam and then you're scot-free for the summer. Yeah, so you got 3 whole months, you don't gotta worry about nothing. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna have to call that it for tonight because I have other things I gotta do. Like, I gotta walk the dog again, and I also have more writing I gotta do for that project. But thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me. I am planning to stream like normal tomorrow, and then the plan is to also stream like normal on Thursday. We might make it into a drunk stream because I have like half a bottle of wine I need to finish before it goes bad. So it might just be, I wouldn't say drunk. I'll be slightly tipsy. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me. If I see you tomorrow or on Thursday, I can't wait to see you then. If not, thank you for being a guest at the wonderful Friendship Guild here. I just am having fun playing games. Let's see if there's someone we can raid. Oh, hey, Roy just went live. Let's go ahead.
And raid. Well, we could go ahead and raid Basil Wolf if it'll let me. Yay! Okay, so we'll go raid Basil. He's drawing some wonderful art right now, and honestly, watching him make art is so mesmerizing. And he's also really funny. So, like I said, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. I hope you have a wonderful evening going forward. And I'm planning to do more Fossil Fighters tomorrow, so if you didn't get enough of your fill of Fossil Fighters content today, we are planning to do more tomorrow with that, and then we'll also play some more Detective Pikachu, and then I will probably flip a coin to figure out what other game we want to play during the week, stuff like that. But right now the plan is more Fossil Fighters tomorrow, probably Detective Pikachu on Thursday, and then something that I haven't decided yet on Sunday. And that should be everything for today. So I'm going to go ahead and send you on over to Basil Wolf. Thank you again for coming. Thank you to the people who are here. Thank you to the people who watch my VODs. Again, have a wonderful evening and have a great time.
Standing stuff shells never topple, no matter how rowdy your game night. Where we celebrate Tex-Mex Mondays, Taco Tuesdays,